I want this YouTube video to actually start making you money. Do you want to know how you can make $1,000 a day trading? And no, you don't have to have a ton of money. This was with less than $200 totally invested, and you can make a consistent $1,000 a day. You don't need a lot of money. You don't need a lot of time because we trade less than 60 minutes a day, and it is a simple, repeatable system that I've been able to teach our members, like Emmanuel, who was able to receive his first ever payout after trials and trials of failing accounts over and over and over again, or like Victor, who was able to secure 3 different payouts and go from not understanding the market completely to now becoming a funded trader. So if you're a trader who's been struggling in the markets to understand what's going on, how can you actually make money? You see all of these other traders making money and you want to make money for yourself to get that time freedom back, to be able to live and design your life on your terms, then this video is for you, because I'm going to walk you through step by step my full entire system. And not only that, if you comment blueprint down below, I'll send you my full blueprint, which is going to walk you through how I actually go about passing my account challenges. So if you want that full blueprint, comment blueprint down below and I'll send it to you. Or you can scan this QR code right here and get it completely free. Okay, so what is this system that allows me to make $1,000 a day with trading less than 60 minutes in the market? And it is repeatable and simple, so much so that our members are able to spot moves in trades before I even see them. We're going to get right into it, and I'm going to break it down for you step by step in the simplest way possible. And I'm going to show you examples of me actually executing this system in the markets. There's a misconception that you need to have it all figured out, or that you need to be some high financial guru to trade and make money in the markets, and that's just not true. It is just one simple system that I'm going to show you. This is the For the Culture FX strategy, and we're going to walk you through all 9 steps of the process and how we go about our risk management. This is our full blueprint. Like I said, if you want the full blueprint, just comment blueprint down below. I'll make sure I send it to you. But we're going to go through the full 9-step checklist, and you're going to have this checklist with you by your side as you actually enter your trade. So the first thing you want to notice about this is we're going to be trading our New York session from 9:30 to 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to actually execute this on the live market. So I'm going to show you in real live action how this system works. The assets that I like to trade are gold, US 30, the NASDAQ, and the ES. My favorite asset being generally gold and US 30. So US 30 has a nice amount of volume here. You can see that this 9:30 candle open. We are coming off of a previous bearish structure here. So now we're going to dial down to our 5-minute time frame. We want to see what this 5-minute structure does. You can see here that we created a low, created a high, and we just created a new low with this 5-minute candle. We want to see how this 5-minute candle closes. The overall structure is bearish, so if we do get a bearish close, we will be looking for a continued sell move to the downside. Gold looks appearingly the best in terms of a lower time frame perspective. You can see we have been creating lower lows and lower highs. Might take a look at a gold sell here, as this 5-minute candle closing extremely bearish. Let's take a look at the 1-minute time frame. 1-minute time frame looks well as well. So what we're looking for here is we want to get our overall direction. And so what I do is I choose the asset pair that has the most volume on our 9:30 open. We have to wait for this 5-minute candle to close, but this 5-minute candle on gold is closing bearish. Just scanning through these markets here, making sure that I choose the right one. Oh, no, the YM looks absolutely amazing. Like I said, the YM is my favorite asset to potentially, or to trade. So it's likely that I'll be looking for, YM potential sells here, depending on how bearish we close. Let's take a look here back at gold. Gold just has a ton of volume. Let's take a look at the YM. Let's take a look at gold again. In terms of a volume perspective, gold looks like it has the most volume. So I think I'm going to go ahead and move along with a possible gold sell. So we'll wait for this 5-minute candle to close bearish here for gold. Once we get this 5-minute candle close bearish, what we're going to be looking for is our scale in position. So we're going to want to see price form a corrective structure and then a steeper move to the downside. And we're going to see if we can't take out these lows here for gold. That's going to be our structural target. So generally, I will target either a 1 to 2 risk to reward, or I'll target a key structural low, whichever one comes first. generally speaking, and depending on how much volume we have once we hit that 1 to 2 area of interest, that's what I generally look for. So let me just go again one more time in this last 25 seconds as our candles are closing. You can see here gold closing as the strongest bearish candle. So that's the one we're going to be trading today. So that's how I go about choosing which one is the right one. We don't have any news today. So now let's come back over to our rules. We identify our direction on the 4-hour time frame. We know that gold is bearish. We dial down to our 5-minute time frame and we mark out our key zone. This is going to be our area of resistance. We wait for a break and close below that zone. So what we have happening here, we have that close below this area of interest. Price created a low, created a high. Once this 1-minute candle closes bearish, we'll look for a continued sell move here on gold. So we're going to look for a sell stop. I'm going to set my stop loss above this candle high. We're going to risk about a little bit more on this. I'm going to say about 2 of those. And then look for a continued bearish move to the downside. But we have to close as a bearish 1-minute candle. If this candle closes as a bullish candle, then we don't execute on this trade. And this is why it's important to wait for your candles to close. So we're waiting for our candle to close here. 6 seconds. Boom. We get our bearish candle close. I'm going to set my sell stop here for a break of this low. Just got activated. Going to set my stop loss to be above this candle high right here. We're going to confirm that. And now we're just going to look for a 1 to 2 possible risk to reward. So what we want to see is now price continue to push down. We're going to set our stop loss above this high, anticipating that to be the highest point on our 5-minute candle. We're going to look for our 1 to 2 risk to reward to be hit, which is in this area of interest here. And then our 1 to 1 is where we're going to move stops to break even. So where we get to our 1 to 1 risk to reward, I'm going to show you that there. And so what I do here is I set an alert at that 1 to 1 risk to reward so that I know when it's time to move price to break even. And then we're going to look for our 1 to 2 to get hit as well. And that's when we're going to go ahead and scale out. And I'll show you guys how we scale out of our trade. So you can see we're starting to get some run down to the downside here. Just nearing that 1 to 2 risk, or that 1 to 1 risk to reward. We have to wait for that target to be hit. Going to remove this so it's a little clearer. Boom, we just broke through. We move stops to break even. This is happening in real time. I'm showing you guys actually how I execute on all of my trades. And this is what I do every single day. So we're going to wait to see if our 1 to 2 gets hit here. And then we're going to potentially look to scale out of this trade. It's literally this simple. I'm not showing you guys anything that I don't execute on every single day. You guys are seeing this. So whether we get taken out at break even or anything, that's for this trade to now decide. But this is how we go about trading in the markets. And we already risk free. So all we have to do at this point is wait for our 1 to 2 to get hit. So let's actually take a look back over here at our rules. Once we wait for price to close below our area, after the 5-minute candle closes, enter your trade on the first 1-minute candle that closes in the direction of your trade, which is what we did. Then you want to set your stop loss safely above or below the current 5-minute candle. In this case, it was above. So if you take a look here, we set our stop loss above this area of interest, which was that area on the 1-minute time frame. And that's where our 5-minute candle high is at. That's why we want to set our stop loss above that area. We come over here. Rule number 7, you set stop loss to break even at a 1 to 1 risk to reward. You guys just saw me set my stop loss to a 1 to 1 risk to reward. There, once we got there, move stop loss to break even, right? Number 8, you wait for your 1 to 2 risk to reward to be hit. After we hit the 1 to 2 risk to reward, we're going to take profit after the first 1-minute candle to close in the opposite direction after the 1 to 2 risk to reward is hit. So once you get this 1 to 2 risk to reward hit, which we are creeping up on it here, we'll scale out after that first, and I'm out. I'm out of this because I'm going to make too much. And just like that, chat, I'm telling you, this is something that we do every single day. And I just did it live in front of you guys. This is the same exact strategy every single day. And this is what I teach in our mentorship. You would have made so much, but I have a consistency rule on this account, so I can't hold this trade. But what we would want to do is hold our trade until the first 1 minute candle closes bearish, and then you scale out of it. That's it. That is literally the strat, step for step. We literally just walked through, and that trade took all of what? 9:40. It is 9:40. So within less than 10 minutes of actively being in the markets, you guys just seen me take this trade 100% live, and now my whole trading day is done. I just made, let's look at it, the account balance. You can see that this is my actual funded account. I made $1,232 in 5 minutes. That is the reality of trading this system and trading this strategy.
1072 on the day.
Come here, show him. Come here. So my brother, he was in the room or in the office this whole time. And go ahead and you tell him what you go ahead, because they don't listen to me. They don't listen to me.
Hey. Everything he said was true, man. Can't lie to y'all. Wait for the system works. You wait for the 5 minute candle closure. You get in on that first bearish 5 minute, depending on which way the direction is going. And once it hits that 1-to-1, you move stops to break even, so the risk is off the table, and you let that thing ride.
And look at it, chat. You guys see that this is the first 1 minute candle that closes is closing bullish. This is where you want to scale out at now, right? And that's it. Get the blueprint.
Yeah.
Comment blueprint for the blueprint. I'll send it to you for free. And if you're serious and you really want to learn this, you want to join the mentorship, I will teach you this step-by-step, one-on-one. It is in the link down below. You can apply for mentorship. We do this every single day. It's time to get your time back. Now we're done. I just made $1,200. How much did you make?
1070, so about a band.
So $1,000 in less than 5 minutes on the markets. Need I say more?
Yeah.
In the video there. Look at the precision of this trade. If we execute, we either get out after that first 1 minute candle at our 1-to-2 or that key area of interest. You can see that key area of interest that we had set right here, that's what got broken through, and then price immediately reversed right back to our take profit. This isn't just a made up system. We execute this same system every single day, and this is the reason why we execute it in the way that we do. You need the volume that's going to drive the markets. That's why we look for the chart with the best price action coming into the market. We know that the volume is going to be driven at 9:30 specifically. So timing the markets right is also important. There's a lot of things that goes into this system and this strategy. That's why I want to teach you guys everything it is that I know about executing in the market so that you can become consistently profitable, so that you can start making these consistent payouts, that you can start changing your life and designing your life on your terms. Trading is about getting your time back. Today's trade lasted less than 5 minutes, and I was only on the charts literally for 10 minutes, and I recorded my intentions was not to record a live trade. My intention was to go show you yesterday's trade. We didn't even talk about yesterday's trade because the live trade was right there. And I'll break down a video of yesterday's trade, but it just goes to show that I'm not making this just so that you guys, this isn't just a made up strategy. I showed you guys in real time executing my exact system step by step. And so I want you as a challenge to take this to the markets, add these assets to your charts, and trade it the next time that you can trade, and just see how it performs, right? Spot the clearest price action, the clearest setup, and execute the system. That is my challenge to you. So I don't want this to be just another YouTube video that you just watch and then you go about your business. No, I want this YouTube video to actually start making you money. And like I said, if you want that personalized coaching where I will go through and help develop your full blueprint, we'll tap into the things that you're doing wrong, the things that you can improve upon, and how we can actually shift you into actually being a consistently profitable trader, then the link is in the description. You can apply for the mentorship, but we're only taking a selected few. So be sure to sign up as quickly as possible because spots will continue to fill up. And again, if you want the full blueprint, just comment blueprint down below and I will send it to you completely free.